Charge up your game with excitement. Highest odds on the market. Coverage of all live and pre-match events. Place your bets with Solid Bookmaker and win with your favorite teams. Take what's rightfully yours with GG.bet.
Dust 2 is where this map, or this series, I should say, will be decided. My name is Hawker, here to bring you the action from the CIS Minor Close Qualifier. Warthox up against Dracarys in the lower bracket. Dust 2 feels like a bit of a middle ground between these two teams. They've both played it a little bit recently. 8-6 will get the opening into Dust 2. Remember, this is the lower bracket, so the loser is eliminated, and Dracarys want to make sure that's not them. 8-6 moving into A, but Problem finds a quick couple of kills out towards A long. Great work from him, and the bomb plant will come into play, but Death is trapped on the site. Players all around him from all possible angles, and in comes the kill. Nothing Death could do at the end there. His body goes limp, lying on the floor, as Warthox win the A-sided retake and pick up the pistol.
Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win.
Into round number 2, Dracarys will invest a little. They bought the AK as well. Def drops that one over to 8-6. The AK moves in first. Flash. Here's the AK is up against him, but he still gets dealt with. I think that was a team flash that landed on towards him. 8-6 in with the second. The AK doing damage into the second round. Rifle, oh, not recovered by Gospodarov. He shoots the M4 away. I guess he couldn't quite pick it up at that range. Problem moves in towards A long. Gospodarov can now recover that M4, but it's really the B site we have to look towards. Mintz only has an MP9 for the hold. That could be a real issue here. Mintz moving up close. The aggression out through A long could be quite good though. It will allow the flank to come through, so it's all down to how much Mintz can do in on the solo B hold. Def leading the charge. Here we go. Mintz hears the steps. In with one. Mintz manages to get the follow-up, buying time as he finds the third. Mintz makes it work. Quad kill on the hold. That is absolutely unbelievable. He should not be allowed to get away with all 4 frags there, but just works around the angle, stays alive as long as possible. Even if he went down, the flank was ready for the cleanup, but Mintz did not need assistance. I was assuming that he was just going to have to buy time for his teammates to clean up, but the rifles just sit there watching the MP9 do all the work. And the USP for the last kill, of course. Well, that's one way to start the game. We saw Mintz have 1 or 2 massive rounds in that previous map. He's continued that into Dust 2 right at the start of this one. We will go into the gun round with Dracarys having the AWP available. And Dust 2 is a map where I would say Kalinka is much more likely to have impact again. You have a lot more freedom on Dust, similar to Mirage with the AWP. And we saw Kalinka play incredibly well over on Mirage, the first map of this series. Nade goes in, damage done on the cross, but if the bomb could be planted for A long, Kalinka would be in a really nice position, and that smoke, if anything, gives the T's more cover to get that bomb planted in the open. So Kalinka's AWP towards A long has actually got a really good angle to watch towards that bomb. Warthox might struggle to deal with the AWP at long range. Aggression comes in. Vorlina trying to anchor this A site. Nice shot onto the second. Push comes fourth. Kalinka finds the shot in from above, and Flash will also go falling. Really nice round from Vorlina there, just playing around the site, making sure that he could find cheeky little angles to work with. And I thought that Kalinka would be the key man in that round with the AWP, but really it was Vorlina doing all the work from the A site. Full investment from Warthox into round 4, but not exactly too much to show for it. Only the 2 primary weapons, not even a single rifle in play. Dracarys, big favourites to win this round, although you can never count out the weaker bite, especially as they have some nades ready and they have something in mind here. The aggression, well timed, but Def comes out on top. Mince will be a little disappointed that he couldn't get the kill he was looking for there. Problem pushing all the way through B. Death eventually dealt with, but the A site is the problem position for Warthox. Death was just lurking towards the B side of the map with his MAC-10. They weren't worried about him losing that gun. It was all about keeping these 4 rifles alive, and Def draws enough attention away from A to allow an easy bomb plant. Should be round done. Don't see much action happening at the end of this round. Warthox probably want to save over all these weapons as well, just so that they can maybe do damage in the next round, maybe even try to win the next round if it goes just right for them. So yes, both teams will be happy to save what they can. I believe Problem even saved the P250 that he dropped over to Mince. So Warthox don't have to rebuy any weapons into this one. Just a few nades that they used. Kalinka out towards A long. Will take a little bit of damage from the Molotov, which denies him any early action. Another nade goes towards him, but Dracarys, I should say, have repositioned. All of them going towards short. Again, Def's got the MAC-10, but this time he's sticking with the rest of the squad as they pressure this A bomb site. Push coming forth. Flash taking a ton of damage on the ramp. Flashbang is unsuccessful, and they're going to line up. Vorlina just picking up some easy kills there. Boost attempt comes in. Gospodarov misses the boost. And Redhide finds a pretty easy spray down. That's the round for Dracarys. No one dying on the T side. They get to hold on to all of their guns. And, ooh, it's not like Warthox are going to get a great buy here. They will decide to invest into round 6, but you can see some of the players struggling to get the great weaponry. Flash goes down to an MP9, but doesn't buy the defuse kit, instead investing into the nades. So no kit in play for the CTs. Oh no, Def going through the smoke, taking damage. We'll try and flash through this. Def with the MAC-10, drawing the attention. That's actually so well done. He's fully drawn the attention of all 3 players in towards A long, just keeping them in position to allow Dracarys to rush up short. This was really well thought through by Dracarys. I love this round. And now Warthox have to try the retake against the full rifles. Kalinka can lock down mid, making sure that short is safe. Now he's going to start to flank towards A long. Warthox trying to retake in from this angle, but they are in trouble. Kills keep on coming. Kalinka finds one. 8-6 finds two. And that's the round over. That was such a cool round from Dracarys. I love that play from Def. He wasn't even playing for kills there. That's what I really like about that. Def basically said, you know what, my best bet in this round is just to sacrifice myself, just to draw the attention of all the players towards A long, and just let my teammates sneak up short. Such a nice round win for Dracarys. And they will look to keep that up into round 7. Warthox having to take a timeout, I think realizing how wrecked they got in that last round, if we're being honest. Round 7, ready to head underway. Aggression will come in from the CT side, trying to take control towards B, and they will be allowed to do so. Def playing close in the smoke. This is awkward. Oh god, he's playing a dangerous game. Def will be able to take down one man. AK recovered. Gospodorov dishing out the damage on towards Vorlina. He will deploy the smoke just to try to stay alive. Bomb has been put on towards the A site without any issues, but Vorlina is trapped in from all angles. That will be another AK recovered, and Problem wins yet another fight. Maybe the round win could be possible here. Redhide puts the smoke behind him to bait in the aggression. Kalinka has got the angle over towards A long. I think at this point Warthox will realize that time is a problem as Kalinka just about pulls his AWP out in time. Jackpot deals damage, but not enough for the frag. Gospodorov will just be looking to either hold the AK or maybe do some damage in on these exits. Decides to save the rifle. Somewhat understandable. He'll be able to drop it over to Jackpot to make sure that they've got a full buy on the CT side. But Warthox starting to fall behind slightly at the start of Dust 2. Early aggression from Vorlina in towards mid. He was spotted quite early though, so Dracarys slow things down slightly. They are moving up through A short though. Boost over the top for Redhide in an attempt to find an entry. Warthox completely giving up on mid control. Come the nades towards long. Second molly will land in the pit, keeping the player trapped in that position as they try and move in towards flash. There's the opening kill. The AWP also in the open on A long. That could be a problem. He's trying to get back to safety, but Def pounces in from behind, and Dracarys will again run over this A site. Looking good for Dracarys right now. They are about to take a 6th round win, and remember, Warthox only won their 2 rounds off the back of the pistol round win. So far the gun rounds have been extremely one-sided, and that could be a real concern for Warthox right now. Nice shot, Vorlina. Mintz attempting to hold on to this one gun. He might just let the man go past him so that he can save safely. Oh no, Mince creeps forwards. Ah, not the best angle. I feel like he might have been better off just saving there if we're being honest, because Dracarys have obviously got a load of money. Redhide is about to max out on money at this point. Honestly, he probably should have dropped for Death, who just bought the AK, but it's all good. Yeah, I don't think that Warthox there needed to get any exit kills. I don't think that really benefits them. I would rather him just save the AUG, maybe have something to work with in the next round. Nade stack A long. Does a decent amount of damage onto Vorlina. He's onto 42 points of health. How many nades were spotted? I think 3 HE grenades deployed there towards A long. But Dracarys not reacting to that early A long stack. Not quite enough information for them to take map control elsewhere. Warthox, again, still yet to cross those mid doors. Literally no one has crossed to the left side of mid this entire round for Warthox. And yet Dracarys don't have that information. They will move in towards A. Maybe a slight problem for them. We'll see. Speaking of problem, he's found a couple of kills. The MP9 making it happen right now, but Death brings it back into a 3 versus 3. The bomb committed to this site. This is a struggle. Death finds his third, but he's so low on health. Kalinka has got to back his teammate up. Kalinka leading the charge into the A site, shoots the dead body before eventually spraying down Jackpot. However, Mince has got 2 low health players against him. Doesn't take the shot, goes for it, but Kalinka survives on a slither of health. Dracarys just about hold on for the round win, but they were really pushed to the limit considering the circumstances of that round. No shot taken by Kalinka. That allows Def to rush up mid. Hello. Oh no, the B site is looking weak right now, especially with this position from Def. This could be big. Def about to enter, but just before he moves forwards, Jackpot boosted up over the top of CT. The timing good for Warthox in this one. Dracarys have got a hell of a lot to do to come back here, especially now that Jackpot has won that fight towards mid. I think at this point, obviously the primary aim for Dracarys is always going to be winning the round, but realistically, they should just aim for kills right now, just to keep that CT money a little weakened. Just make sure you can at least find 1 or 2 frags. Not looking likely though. Kalinka's AWP dropped towards mid. 8-6 is in an okay position to maybe get something going, but there are 3 CTs ready to react. Warthox win the round without any casualties, and as I was saying, it was pretty important for the CTs there to win with as many alive as possible, just so that they could have a bit of a buffer built up. For example, if Warthox were to now lose this round, they would still have money for the buy. Everyone's got at least some cash available to them. Mid-shot misses from Kalinka. Haven't really seen too much from either AWP. Gospodarov especially has been quiet. I don't think he's been able to get the sniper as much as he would have liked though. Flash out through A long. Flash is the man in the corner. Oh god, this is so awkward, but eventually 8-6 manages to find the trade frag. Not exactly the cleanest of starts to the round, but the main thing that matters is that we're brought into the 4-on-4 with some damage done to 1 or 2 of the Dracarys members. I assume this is an Xbox smoke. Yes, it is. Oh, and we're stuck on the smoke because I forgot that you can't follow smokes. My bad. Well, we can look at the mini-map. Mince is currently holding A, and I think he is about to be the first point of contact. There we go. Mince finds one. Quick trade comes through. And we can switch over to Jackpot, who is sitting safe on the site. Gospodarov is the man to get the kill. Push comes in. Oh no, they don't know Jackpot's here. They don't know Jackpot is here, waiting patiently. And Jackpot closes out the round from his sneaky little corner. Good work from him there, just to make sure there was no way in which Dracarys would win that round. And after a couple of round losses, Dracarys decide to take a pause. Can use this time to take a quick look at the odds over from GGBet. I don't think they've been updated because that says nuke, so we'll head back to that later. Right now, though, I'm sure it's Dracarys who are favoured. And another timeout taken by Dracarys. Just in terms of what you would normally expect from Dust 2, I would say it's one of the most balanced maps we have right now. I always feel like it may be slightly T-sided even, but if you actually look at the statistics in the last 3 months, it's about 50-50. So about an 8-7 half is what you would generally expect. Yeah, just looking at the last 3 months, it's literally, 50% CT, 50% T. It's basically exactly at that. So really, an 8-7 half is about what you would expect. And Dracarys have already got 7 rounds on the board. So as long as they can just rack up a couple more rounds here, they will definitely be in the advantageous position. But you have to remember that different teams prefer different sides of these maps. So maybe Warthox are really good on the T side of Dust 2. It's hard to say because we haven't seen much from them. Redhide just runs through that Molotov. Ridiculous risk taken. Trades keep on coming. It's Dracarys who have the advantage from them, though. 1-man lead for the T side. More importantly, the A site is wide open for the taking. Def is just going to lock down mid, but both of the CTs rotating in through spawn. Bomb crossed to the site, chucked across to the site. Mince trying to hunt this one down. This is so awkward, but he goes down, as does his teammate. Kalinka ends up finding the kill with the Glock. And even though Dracarys all survived on low health, they end up winning the round. Really just all about those opening trades and then reacting to the information they had available. As soon as they got the man advantage, they realized they could slow things down. Ooh, good kill from Gospodarov. Okay, team damage from Volina. 1 bullet shot right into the back of his teammate's noggin. I'm not sure that's what Kalinka would have wanted, but again, just quick aggression from Dracarys. This time, though, Warthox 1 step ahead of them. Win every single fight. Def opens things up. 2nd kill. I was going to say, a bit of an unnecessary jump from Gospodarov, but it's not a massive deal. They save the AWP anyway. And another timeout taken by the T side, maybe to discuss exactly what they can buy here. They don't have the biggest losing bonus, so I think they'll probably just go for a couple of pistols. Redhide could maybe drop some pistols over to the teammates. Then again, Redhide might actually want to save his money so he can drop another AK. Or you could also take the approach that Redhide has got the extra cash so he could actually buy a rifle for this round and still have enough money. There's a lot of options available to them with Redhide having that $6,000. Looks like he's decided to drop the 1 pistol and then save most of the money. So I think he can still afford to drop an AK into the next round if necessary. And Dracarys will just try to lob some flashbangs over A long. They've only got the 1 smoke, and that Molotov is going to split the team. 3 players moving forwards. A little bit of damage done. Flash drops the smoke at his feet, which helps him reposition to the site itself. And Dracarys just use all their flashbangs out towards A long, but they don't get anything for them except for that early A long control. Now they're going to fall back towards mid with the smoke and just try and run the gauntlet up through A short. That Molotov makes it awkward. Bomb dropped. Incredibly difficult to do anything at this point. Jackpot's trapped in the corner. Kills come in. 8-6 in with a double. Org into his hands, but Gospodarov is looking steady on the site. 8-6 doing some damage, but not enough for another frag. Problem comes in from behind to make sure they win the round. And again, about an 8-7 half is what you would expect, going either way, really. So, whatever happens, we're going to have a fairly close first half. Dracarys just letting this one slip slightly at the end of the half here. Kalinka again has the AWP in his hands, but Dracarys will take the early A long aggression with Kalinka trying to hold mid. Gospodarov says no. You are not going to be holding that angle. The peek comes in towards him, and Warthox will have the early man advantage. And Kalinka's definitely slowed down since that excellent first map over on Mirage. He had such a superb performance over there, and he's doing fine, just not as much work as maybe I was anticipating. That's an excellent shot from Redhide, though. I've been saying excellent a lot because we've seen a lot of really good plays, and Dracarys take down the AWP, take down the second man. Redhide looking to make the difference in this round as they move forwards, and Redhide in with a third. So much impact from this man right now. He gets the initial entry, which allows them to close the distance and not have to deal with the AWP, and then he just keeps on fragging on towards the A site. Warthox forced to attempt the retake, but Redhide is still alive, as is Vorlina in on the other angle. This crossfire should be deadly. Line up for Vorlina as he closes out the half. 9-6 scoreline for Dracarys. I would say overall they would be pretty happy with that, but considering the circumstances, considering the lead they got themselves into, they maybe would have been hoping that they could have got 1 or 2 more rounds on the T side. Nonetheless, that is all in the past now. It's all about whether Dracarys can keep going onto the second half, onto their CT side. Redhide has the defuse kit in play. Def also buys a set of utility, so both teams investing into 2 sets of nades, only having 3 pieces of Kevlar. P250 into the hands of Gospodarov will allow him to take much longer range fights. The Glocks on this angle should not really be wanting to fight here. You would expect Gospodarov to come through, and there it is. The dink with the P250 takes Def down to 7 points of health. He gets softened up right at the start of the round. Gospodarov gets the 1-tap. 8-6 is going to be dealt with, and now the smokes will be deployed in from A long. Nice dink from Vorlina lands on towards Mint, but they're moving onto the site. Kills keep on coming, and this is looking really, really good here. I don't see a way in which Dracarys win this, or I should say, I don't see a way in which Vorlina wins this. He's the only man alive. He will go down. Nice round from Warthox. Gospodarov displaying some of his skill, displaying some of his aim. And this map is absolutely up for grabs. Both teams competing for this one. Push out towards A long. 2 kills with the flash assist from Flash helping, and this was a force buy for Dracarys, apart from Kalinka, who saved. So to be completely shut out like this is not exactly the best of signs. Either way, that's how the round has played out. That's how the cookie crumbles. Okay. That's some good shot from Volina. Some good shooting, I should say. Ooh. He's looking for even more damage, but this time he is the one receiving it. And there we go. Flash only needed the one stray bullet to finish the job. Pause comes into play. This looks like a technical pause, so let me just quickly check what the players have called this one for. I'll be back in 1 second. So yes, this is a technical pause called by Dracarys. So while we wait for that to be sorted, we'll head to a quick break and we'll be back as soon as Dracarys have sorted their technical difficulties. Welcome back, everybody. We are ready to get right into round 18. Unfortunately, I don't think it's going to be the most exciting round of Counter-Strike, considering it is almost a full save from Dracarys. But I'm sure the gun round that is to follow will be incredibly entertaining. If you have just joined us, we are here for the CIS Minor Closed Qualifier. My name is Hawker, here to guide you through the last map of this series. Loser is eliminated. So a lot on the line here for both of these teams after they both lost their opening games 2-0, quite convincingly as well. Both these teams were really blown out of the water in their opening matchups. Warthox lost against Gambit Youngsters 2-0, both maps being very one-sided, and Dracarys also lost in similar fashion, with both maps going horribly against them over against Namiga. We'll see which team keeps on going on in this qualifier, because with a 9-9 scoreline, this game is absolutely up for debate. Problem doesn't have his gun out. A-long aggression early. Flashes are good, but Redhide comes in with a quick shot on towards Gospodarov. Molotov forces him forwards. They're going to hunt him down. Flash pre-aims the position. And after all is said and done, it's Dracarys who gain the man advantage. 8-6 holds on towards short. And Warthox decide to slow things down with plenty of time left on the clock. They realize that the CTs have to spread much more thinly across the map. You can already see the rotation starting to come around. Oh, there we go. Flash finds the wallbang towards mid. 8-6 was attempting to move forwards. It ends up going against him. And this is a real awkward position now for Dracarys. The one upside is that Volina is pushed all the way into B tunnels. That's a big benefit for the CTs because it gives them much more information and allows Kalinka to just hold this A long cross, waiting, knowing that players could likely be coming his way. Time is ticking. 20 seconds left and Warthox will have to move forwards. Volina is also in on short. Timing is everything. Kalinka goes down. Volina not doing too much damage. Nade to the site unsuccessful, but he will close the distance and it's not going to happen. Jackpot survives on a slither of health. Warthox managed to win it out from the 2 versus 3. And Dracarys are kind of going up in flames right now, you could say. Losing the first 4 rounds of this second half could very easily be another round loss here as well because, again, they've bought the pistols and only the pistols against the full buy of Warthox. Not the nade that they wanted. Won't do any damage. Aggression towards B tunnels could do something. Problem is in quite a nice off angle though. In on top of the box. He is quite exposed and that allows 8-6 to eventually deal with him. Gospodarov should have spotted the gun barrel. Reaction shot is good. And at least an AK is recovered by 8-6, but they know that he's over towards B. They know that there's a maximum of 1 player on A. Volina is traded out. Well, the round win is not really a possibility, but either some exit kills or just the save of the AK are both options for 8-6 at the end here. And it will be the save, as we would kind of expect. The T's are safe towards long. 8-6 is safe towards mid. Both teams having a gentleman's agreement not to fight at the end. And, I mean, Warthox have got a really good amount of money on a couple of their players now. They won't be under too much danger of losing out in terms of the economy side of things anytime soon. They should have at least 2 more buys available to them. Whereas Dracarys, oh yes, there we go. Gospodarov gets the timing just right in on the mid cross. Volina, the first to fall in this one, and look at the response right into B. No time to waste. Warthox take full advantage of that opening pick. Nice trade from Kalinka, finds the follow-up. This could be a problem as he pushes into lower tunnels. Kalinka eventually spotted out, but the bomb is so far away from B. Mintz has to go back to assist him in the tunnels. The push is coming into T-spawn. They're right behind this one. Dracarys will line up this retake really, really quickly here. Eventually, the bomb is going to be delivered to the site, but it's up to Mintz. Holding this angle, spray unsuccessful. Damage done to both players, but no frag found. Molotov will land towards tunnels. Jackpot trying to see if he can spot a man on the edge of the smoke. Nade, not good. Molotov also short. Jackpot sits at the back and they don't know he's here. They thought the Molotov would flush him out of this position, but the missed molly makes them lose their lives. And Dracarys will lose another round. Kalinka just has to save the AWP. He did so much work to even keep them in the round, but it won't make a difference. Warthox up to their 6th round win in a row on this T side. And while Dracarys have some money available to them, this game is just slipping away from them slowly but surely as they continue to lose these rounds. Oh dear. Fail smoke from Kalinka. The AWP might just peek down mid. Doesn't spot anyone anyway. Jackpot has actually taken the AWP over towards A long rather than Gospodarov. Oh man, that timing. Ooh, this is not great. The dink lands, but Flash is so quick on the trigger. That could have been the bomb dropped. Instead, it's Warthox who get the early man advantage. And the kills will keep on coming. Valina, oh my god, goes down through the smoke. It's only Kalinka's AWP left alive, and again, it's a question of can he save. The answer this time might be no, because Mintz is moving in quite quickly to try to take Kalinka out of this one. Oh, Kalinka. Successful on the opening shot, but now they know where he is. Really nice flashbang. Blinds him up. A second flash to follow. Kalinka just can't find the angle. Finally lands the shot. Nearly gets flanked out. Kalinka just trying to work with all these angles, but Warthox will begin to push him together. Molly. Oh no, he's in the molly. He's dead. Warthox winning another round, and at least Kalinka can rebuy the AWP. It's not too big a deal at the end there. Not a massive issue. But Dracarys do have an issue with their CT side, not winning a single round so far. They will attempt to switch things up with the 2 AWPs, and an A long stack is in order. Maybe not the right call though. Warthox have all gone over to B. Surely not a B rush against the AWP. This is a problem. 8-6 doesn't land a single shot, and that's the round. Boom, that's it. Over. Save. That's it. You can't do anything. Look at all the mollies. Look at all the nades left on Warthox. They can just keep you out of the sight for such a long amount of time that you have to just save. Wow, what a read from Warthox. The quick B rush is something we've rarely seen from them. They pull it out in a round where 8-6 is the only man in on B. And that's the sort of round that you think will really frustrate Dracarys at this point, because the one time they switch it up, the one time they stack A long, they just don't get to do anything with it. Just basically feels like a free round for Warthox, all thanks to the decision to rush B. Dracarys don't even save all their guns. Def dies at the last second. Kalinka was watching the angle from pit, but he went to keep the AWP safe. So their buy is slightly weakened again. Not massively, though. The teammates can drop over for them. Wow, can Dracarys break the streak, I suppose, of the CT side losses? The other thing worth mentioning is that most of these rounds haven't really been that close, right? I mean, look at how many survivors we're having for Warthox. The closest they've come is round 4, where there are only 2 survivors on the Warthox side. That was a really impressive 2-on-3, won by the Warthox players. But other than that, it's been quite convincing from Warthox in terms of how they have manage to find these round wins. Kalinka around the corner is going to be dealt with. Flashbang forced him off the angle. Jackpot waits for the repeat. Good flash towards mid will allow the trade to come through. So only a 1-for-1 trade on different areas of the map. Warthox decide to group up towards A. The Russian side have to start moving forward soon because this lower tunnels push could be a problem for them. All the information is here for Dracarys. Their A players should be well prepared, especially as these nades come through. Here we go. Aggression into A. Molotovs to follow. Spadorov caught off guard. They don't know where they're looking. Flank will be spotted out. Flash only gets the 1 kill. And Dracarys will finally win a round on their CT side. It's been a long time coming, but they are on the board. Now the question is, can they keep that up? They will stick with the double AWP setup to see if they can work their way into this game. Kalinka had a good mid spawn, but that peek down mid is really risky against the AWP of the T side. You don't really want to be taking that sort of gamble. Again, remember that Warthox have got plenty of money, so Dracarys have to keep winning gun rounds. Something they haven't really been able to do on a consistent basis. They've only just found their first round on this CT side. Mid pressured early by Warthox, but no commitment just yet. They decide to fall back from that position. Warthox are doing a fairly decent job at baiting out some of these early nades. There's another Molotov deployed. The CT's starting to run out of utility, whereas Warthox have almost all their nades left available to them. Looks like Warthox have made up their minds in this one. The A split seems likely. A long will be the first port of call. Redhide is playing up close. They might not clear this angle, but the flash is so good. Redhide dealt with. Kalinka unable to trade. He's out in the open. He's in trouble. Trade is found. There it is. Warthox just crack open the A bomb site. Frag after frag goes their way, and Dracarys have got to be saving. There's no way in hell that they can win this 2-on-5, and they need to at least carry over something into what could be the last round of the game, into the next one, because Warthox are about to get themselves 5 match points. It's looking good for the full Russian squad to be advancing in this CIS minor closed qualifier. Dracarys might have to go back to the drawing board though. These exit kills could be relevant. 8-6 stays alive, as does Vorlina. AWP saved over, gets dropped into the hands of Kalinka. Rifles picked up across the board for Dracarys into round 26. Only 1 round to their name on this CT side, and a Warthox going for this B rush again. Mince is just holding this tight angle, making sure lower tunnels is clear. This time though, with the Molotov in play, they realize they can't really rush B. Default setup for the CT side. Def will be holding in towards CT spawn. Jackpot's the first man round the corner. Nade's about to come his way. He will be smoked off. It's up to the player in window to try and assist here. Molotov goes down. Fights coming through. Push comes in through the smoke. 8-6 trying to find the angle. Kills come in. 2 versus 4 turned into a 1 versus 4. Dracarys just managed to work the angles between themselves and make sure that they hold on towards mid and B. 8-6 was kind of looking at every single angle there, just trying to find a fight, but that's because his teammates were already taking the kills. Eventually, he deals with the man towards tunnels. Dracarys come 1 round closer to overtime, but they aren't done yet. 4 more rounds to fight. Flash, okay, he's dead. A-long aggression, unsuccessful on this occasion. Decided to go for that peek because he had the best spawn, but Kalinka got there before him. And now the AWP will go back into the hands of the primary AWPer. Gospodarov gets it into his possession. Problem is pushed into a pretty nice position towards mid. If they could draw some rotations, that's when his position could really pay off. I don't think that's going to be happening though. Instead, they realize that Problem is in a somewhat advanced position, and they begin to move in to assist him. We saw the B split go against them in the last round. Let's see if it's the same this time around. Smokes go down. Gospodarov will be holding the flank while his teammates move into the B bomb site. Folina, the first line of defense, mollied out, mollied into the corner. Oh no, they don't know he's here, but they do clear it. Kills come through. Rotate from death, important, but he goes down. Gospodarov holding off the rotate, and that could be it. Dracarys have got to attempt a 2 versus 4 retake in on the B site, which is notoriously difficult to come back in towards. And there we go. Warthox take it over the line. Commiserations to Dracarys. They will be eliminated here in the lower bracket. But the full Russian squad of Warthox will move on with a really impressive T side on Dust 2. And that is going to be me done for the day. But we've got plenty more games coming up. I think it's going to be Zesht guiding you through some of those. But as for me, as for Hawker, I am done. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to stick around for all those other CIS games. And we will see you in about 5 or 10 minutes. Make sure to stick around.
Charge up your game with excitement. Highest odds on the market. Coverage of all live and pre-match events. Place your bets with Solid Bookmaker and win with your favorite teams. Take what's rightfully yours with GG.bet.